Welcome. It's a Saturday here at Power English. Thank you so much for joining us, even if it's the weekend. Because to me, honestly, I think if it's a Saturday, I don't want to do anything. So thank you for all of our listeners who are joining us.
I know a lot of people are working during the week, so your only free time is the weekend. So your dedication to your studies, that is commendable.
Well, I think when it comes to language, that consistency and regularity is very important. So if you don't listen or even have a little exposure to English one day, you can kind of break that sort of rhythm.
Yeah, it's true.
So I think whether it's Saturday, you know how you said I think it was a friend or I'm not sure, but that you wake up at 7 and then on Saturday, if you wake up at 10, it doesn't always work. You wake up at 7 anyway.
Yeah. Well, especially as you get older.
It's true.
You get in such a rhythm.
You do.
5 days at one schedule and then 2 days on another schedule.
Yeah, that's not good.
That's not easy.
Okay. So we're going to be talking about a topic today about being judgmental. So don't be so judgmental. To judge someone, what are you doing?
You are evaluating or appraising them. But here with judgmental, you're not getting all of the facts and determining what that person is like.
Yeah.
You're looking at a very basic, superficial information, superficial view of them.
Yeah.
And then saying, oh, they're this kind of person. I don't like them.
So we have that expression, don't judge a book by its covers. Basically, if you're judgmental, that is what you're doing.
Yeah, you're not looking at the inside, only the outside.
That's right. Okay, so don't be so judgmental. I think this is something that we can all take note of. Here are some expressions that we're going to cover today. Catch someone in the act.
This is someone is doing an action and you find them while they are doing the action. And it's often a bad thing.
Bad action.
So when you say a criminal is caught in the act, it means they were doing the crime when the police saw them.
Yeah, so maybe they were stealing and they got caught. How about stem, S-T-E-M, from something?
This means it originates from something. We're talking about cause and effect here.
Okay. And if you jump to conclusions?
This means that you are making a decision or drawing a conclusion too quickly.
Yeah, jump to conclusions. Very good. All right, let's go ahead and listen to our Saturday article.
Judging others is easy to do, but it can hurt our empathy and self-awareness. Experts say we often judge subconsciously based on quick impressions. While it may feel harmless, doing it often can take a toll on our emotional well-being. To change this habit, try to catch yourself in the act. Ask yourself if your reaction says more about them or you. Sometimes our judgments stem from personal insecurities or envy. Instead of jumping to conclusions, consider what someone might be going through. Shifting from judgment to empathy allows us to understand others and ourselves better. Practicing this can lead to deeper compassion and less reactive thinking.
Okay, please join us on page 122. Don't be so judgmental. So, Cameron, and to all of our listeners, are you judgmental?
To be honest, if I'm being very honest...
We have to be very, very honest.
I think I am.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
I mean, people can do whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
I'm not going to try to change people. But inside, I think things.
Yeah, sure. And I think that a lot of people agree. I mean, they may not admit it. They may not say, oh, I'm judgmental. But inside your head, you're thinking thoughts.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Judging others is easy to do, but it can hurt our empathy and self-awareness. Okay, all right. It's easy to do. A lot of people do it. It can hurt our empathy. What is empathy?
Empathy is your ability to understand someone else's situation.
Right.
So maybe you don't have exact experience in the same way that other person does, but you can kind of put yourself in that person's situation and understand maybe what they're going through.
Okay. So it can hurt our empathy, which means that we can be less empathetic.
Yes.
Okay. Experts say we often judge subconsciously based on quick impressions. So sometimes, Cameron, we don't even realize that we're being judgmental.
Right.
It's like subconscious.
Right.
We're not really, that is not the plan.
I mean, it makes sense because if you think about before civilization, if we're out in Africa and we see an animal,
Yeah.
we don't have a lot of time to think, is this a nice animal? Is it a mean animal?
Right.
Is it going to hurt me? You just got to make a quick judgment.
Yeah, that is true.
Right?
Okay, let's continue.
While it may feel harmless, doing it often can take a toll on our emotional well-being.
Okay, while it may, that is our pattern today.
Yes.
While it may do something, and then you have something else.
Yes.
What is this pattern?
So this pattern is often used when you want to acknowledge another side or say, I kind of understand the opposite viewpoint. You aren't going to agree with it, but you're at least saying, hey, this exists. So while it may feel harmless, the author is saying, I know that this judging other people, many people will think this isn't a big deal.
Right, and everybody does it.
Right. So the author is saying, hey, this viewpoint exists, but doing it can take a toll on our emotional well-being.
Right. So if it takes a toll on our emotional well-being, it means that it is going to negatively affect our emotional well-being.
Yes.
Okay? To change this habit, try to catch yourself in the act. Okay. So usually we use this with other people. You know, I caught him in the act. You know, I caught him in the act of stealing or, lying, whatever it is. But if you catch yourself in the act is talking about being judgmental.
Right. You're just realizing you're doing it at the time.
Right.
It's really interesting. Sometimes our thoughts and our emotions, we have them, but we don't realize we're having them.
True.
Right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you're like angry and you don't realize you're angry
Right.
until later.
It's true. Or that maybe you're annoyed and you don't realize that you're so annoyed or depressed.
But you could also not realize you're happy.
That is true.
You know?
Yeah.
You're whistling, walking down the street. Oh, gosh, I'm happy.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So if you catch yourself in the act, it just means if you catch yourself doing that,
Yes.
which is being judgmental, it says, ask yourself if your reaction says more about them or you. Well, this is a very interesting sentence. Let's break it down.
So ask yourself if your reaction says more about them than you. You're saying, okay, I had this reaction. Is it, am I the problem or are they the problem?
Yeah, that's it. Am I the problem? Or
Yeah.
is it really them? Okay. Sometimes our judgments stem from personal insecurities or envy. Okay. So maybe it's us. Our judgments stem from.
This is another way of saying come from when you're talking about the origin often of a problem, right?
Yeah.
The reason for a problem. So maybe you are insecure, or maybe you're envious or jealous,
Yeah.
right? And that is why you are judging.
Yes.
So those judgments are stemming from your envy.
Yeah, so usually when we talk about emotions and stemming from certain things, it's like you're looking deeper into your emotional well-being.
Yes.
Right? Okay, so let's continue.
Instead of jumping to conclusions, consider what someone might be going through.
All right. So instead of jumping to conclusions, if we jump to conclusions,
You are deciding something too quickly.
Mm-hmm.
You're saying, oh, they're not a good person. Oh, they're just mean.
Yeah.
Oh, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
You aren't actually taking time to think about it and come to the correct conclusion. You're just taking the easy way and the fast way.
The fast way. And that is, so instead of making a quick judgment, it says, think about what the other person is going through. Shifting from judgment to empathy allows us to understand others and ourselves better. Practicing this can lead to deeper compassion and less reactive thinking. Well, I think this is something that we can all work on. Because I think everybody is guilty of doing it.
To some extent.
To some extent.
Some people are worse than others.
Yeah,
but
that is true. All right, let's go ahead and listen to that one more time.
Judging others is easy to do, but it can hurt our empathy and self-awareness. Experts say we often judge subconsciously based on quick impressions. While it may feel harmless, doing it often can take a toll on our emotional well-being. To change this habit, try to catch yourself in the act. Ask yourself if your reaction says more about them or you. Sometimes our judgments stem from personal insecurities or envy. Instead of jumping to conclusions, consider what someone might be going through. Shifting from judgment to empathy allows us to understand others and ourselves better. Practicing this can lead to deeper compassion and less reactive thinking.
Okay, it's time for Power Note. We're on pages 124 and 125. Catch someone in the act means someone is doing something wrong and you find out. You see it. You see them doing it. Okay. I finally caught my roommate in the act of eating my food.
Busted. Now you have proof.
When you have roommates, you're like, wait a second. I had one slice of pizza. Where did it go?
Yeah.
A long time ago, I had a group of friends, and I think like 5 girls lived together in one big apartment. And it was like they're always like, where did it go? Where did the food go? Or where's my brush? You know?
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, I don't think I can do that. No. All right. The teacher caught Jake in the act of copying from his neighbor's test. Okay, cheating, copying.
Yes.
Caught in the act.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here, just for people who may be wondering, neighbor is not, in this case, the person who lives next to you.
Yes.
We also use neighbor in school to talk about the person sitting next to you. Yeah.
Right. So, and of course, it's very tempting. Maybe your neighbor, the student sitting next to you, is the smartest kid in the class. Yeah, it's very tempting to do.
The thing is how would you do that? Like, all of the tests, they're just so... Maybe I just have bad eyesight. Like, I can't even imagine being able to read someone else's test.
To be honest, Cameron, I think someone probably was copying your answers because you were such a smart kid.
I was one of those kids, I just covered my paper, really.
You did?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And you have long arms. No one can see your exam paper. Okay. Stem from something means to originate, kind of be the cause of something.
Yes.
I don't know why she's so upset.
I think it stems from that argument you had last week.
So if something stems from, it is the reason why that is happening.
Yes.
Okay? All right? The conflict stems from cultural differences and miscommunication.
Yes. Maybe they're talking about an international relationship between people of different countries and cultures. Sometimes you fight. And it's just because
It's
You have
miscommunication.
different cultures.
Absolutely.
And you didn't talk about it. Yep.
It's interesting, in the world of psychology, everything stems from something.
This stems from a bad relationship with her mother.
Well, in the end, in many psychologists, psychiatrists, like all of our behavior stems from childhood.
Yeah.
That's what they always go back to, right? Okay. So let's give one more example of stemming from. And this is what I use actually quite often when I try to figure out someone's weird behavior or unkind behavior. I feel like there's always something, it's stemming from something.
Yeah. It could be as something like
Anxiety, insecurity,
hunger.
Hunger.
Sometimes people are in a bad mood, and it's because they have a lot of stress or something bad happened.
Yeah.
Sometimes they just need like a candy bar.
That's children. When they're
I don't know.
crying,
I get that too.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes I'm hungry.
Especially men, I tell you, when you get hungry, you get so annoying.
Yeah, a lot of my problems stem from hunger.
Hunger, all right. Now, we usually say, don't jump to conclusions, which means don't make a quick judgment. I thought he got fired, but it turns out he's just on vacation.
That's why we shouldn't jump to conclusions.
Where is he? Oh my gosh, did he get fired?
Yeah.
Right. That gossip. It's easy to jump to conclusions when emotions are high.
Yes.
What do we mean by emotions are high?
Whenever you have a very strong emotion, usually in a negative way, like anger,
Right.
Stress, which makes sense because biologically, when we have really high emotions, good or bad,
Right.
we tend to not think logically.
That's right.
Right? You can be really happy and not be thinking logically.
True. Like
right?
when you're in love.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's right.
It's easy to jump to conclusions when you're in that state.
Okay. All right. Jump to conclusions. So take a breath before you jump to conclusions. Our power pattern today is while it may, which is saying, okay, I understand this point, but here's my other point. Okay. While it may seem cold now, wait until January.
Yeah, it's true.
This is nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like November, December in Korea.
Uh-huh.
I was like, oh, it's so cold.
Wait until January and February.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it may look brown when wet. It will turn red when it dries.
Okay.
Yeah, like cloth sometimes.
True.
It changes colors as it dries.
Good. All right. Our power vocab today is the word empathy. Do check out the definition on page 126. And you should stop by.
오디오 학당.
Okay. Pay a very small fee and have access to so many wonderful programs here on EBS. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next